These Nissen huts and the cages, they were called cages, would run along military lines, that each cage or each hut had its commander, and there was a routine, and they ran it like the prisoners of war ran the camps in Germany, prisoner of war camps, POW camps in World War II. So there was a structure. They would get up in the mornings, they'd have a roll call, they'd have a parade, they'd then have activities, they'd have lectures.
I remember the first Sunday I came here, I suppose, with an awful lot of fear and trepidation. And I can remember the first thing, having to empty my pockets and hand over, I was smoking at the time, cigarettes, lighters, all that. And then being photographed with a Polaroid camera and the soldier taking the picture, I suppose, to check that I came out as I went in. And then this van taking me and any other priest and dropping us off at a compound and giving us the time and saying to us that in 2 hours we'd be collected. And to my recollection, there were like a double fence. We were left at the outside one, and then I went in, and I had those 2 hours inside the compound. And each compound had its own, as it were, arrangement inside, and how I spent the 2 hours was more or less worked out with the men inside. I can remember, for instance, obviously you would say Mass because it was Sunday, and if they wanted to come to Mass, some of them wanted to talk to you, some of them wanted to go to confession, others wanted to know, could you phone somebody to give greetings to a parent or a girlfriend or whatever, and you got all that whole amazing mix. And for somebody, I was only in my mid-20s at the time, I was absolutely astounded at how these people could go on living like this. And, you know, I always knew that after 2 hours I was coming out.
mean,
But in internment, we had no formal education. We just had, because you didn't know how long you were in for or what was happening, so it was all just political education. But it was formalised to the extent that the lectures were throughout the cages were all the same. You know, all the officials had the same education programme, which was drawn up partly outside and partly inside. And the building up of the library and that. I was education officer in Cage 9.
That's one of those strange anomalies that happen from time to time. That in some of when we started to get into advanced level courses, leading to BAs and Bachelor of Sciences and a few PhDs as well, that we had a very, very extensive library in our compound, which was taken with us. It used to take a prison lorry, for that alone to transport our books from compound to compound.